Good morning, good morning. Yes, I am here eventually. I did have to reset the computer, restart, and it takes time. And all the logins that have to be redone. But I am here. So I am using there we go. I had that a wee bit too high. I am using my B.Live. I can't quite see the little owl with its succulent in there, but I wanted to show Sylvester. He's a cutie. There we go. Um, yes, it is Tuesday, the 10th of May. I made sure that I had the right date sitting there as the intro, one part of the intro. So we are here for the daily Lenormand card spread reading. It looks like, oh God, that I have something that's not quite working on the YouTube side. So that's interesting. I'll have to redo or do something that way. Oh, I don't know, upload it, whatever. It's looking like something's not working there. And that's what you get for trying to rush that end bit of getting on and on time. And didn't quite work, but we're here. We're here. So tune into your psychic senses, your intuition, your gut feeling, all those things that you use as spirit connection to receive your messages. So hi, Ali. Lovely to have you here this morning as well. It's a beautiful day, as you could tell, outside. Very cool. The little icicles on the grass, almost. It looks like it. It feels like it. So I'm happy to be inside in a nice warm home. So, and good morning to you, Sarah. We've also got Connie here this morning as well. Wonderful to have you here. And it looks like Kim's driving to work. So good morning, Kim. Lovely to have you here. And Myra is here with your beautiful cat. Oh, isn't it gorgeous? Anyways, we'll continue onward to the cards because even though even though I haven't cool, good, thanks, Sarah. Yes, yeah, thanks for doing that. YouTube is working fine, so that's good. So it's obviously linked in. I've just got a little bit of an error message on my screen is all. So if that's streaming to YouTube is good. Be lovely to have more of you popping over there and subscribing and joining and putting comments from YouTube. That'll build me numbers up, won't it? Not that I'm in a game for doing that just for the sake of numbers. It's a wonderful search engine too for the how-tos and are you interested in and etc. It's a good space, YouTube. I'll watch a lot of it. Now, here we are with the cards. Oh, it's not quite lined up properly. I thought I had it right, but obviously not quite. And as you can tell from the sunshine coming in from the window, it's actually very bright outside. And yeah, it's very nice and light and bright. Right, the cards that we have this morning, I do have the Owl card first. And health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, faithfulness the best relationship. It really is all things that we can be in our true and most honest of self, to self and to others. There we go. And that itself can bring in our wonderful feeling of health and well-being, wellness and well-being. It's all sorts of things, isn't it? Creating that balance in our lives that is um, so many different aspects of it, really. That masculine, feminine, the physical, etheric, metaphysical, all the auras and those other spaces and places out there. Those who have studied it, and for the life of me, it's not coming to my head. I did the study a long time ago, yeah, and it's just not popping in, is it? So I'm just going to turn that. Oh, goodness gracious! Yeah, just had something popping up. A fire that was at Galway. Oh, that's awful. Hopefully no one was there. Two-story house burnt down. Sarah, you'd probably know more about that than I would. Anyway, I'm trying to turn it was a thing that popped up on my iPad because I have that here to help monitor, well, the Body Soul app actually when I'm streaming to that. But at the moment, I missed the timing to get that organised on time to do this one. So good morning, Nat. Lovely to have you here. Now, we've done that card. Now we've got This is the one I've got from the Inner Soul Guidance Oracle deck, which you can tell which card that is. That's this one, the boat. So, as well as having that health and wellness and faithfulness for friendships, the whole realm of who we are, what we've got for the boat card is it's new encounters, new friendships, new journeys, new exploration, having a bit of fun with actually be you, and you actually will attract this type of encounter that is more natural, not forced for any reason besides just being you. Okay. And Sarah, you're mentioning it was empty, thank God. A house on Barrage Road. I'm trying to think which one's Barrage Road, but I sort of roughly know. Gore, that's the one down past the Hindmarsh Bridge turnaround roundabout thingy, isn't it? You keep going left along there, isn't it? Anyway, doesn't matter. I mean, it does to them. So yes, it's a shame, but property is only property. Hopefully they had it insured. How am I feeling that? I'm actually feeling a heck of a lot better. I was able to sort of jump out of bed with a bit more oomph and was able to go to swimming with Shaz yesterday. So that was great. It was so nice to be back in the water. And it's that sense of weightlessness and freedom of just being able to float and you're putting energy into exercise, but it's not like exercise. I don't swim as such. I prefer to walk the length and back of the pool at the moment till I get my stride happening. So good morning, Diane. And it was on the river frontage near the Aquatic Club. Yep, yeah, no, yep. Now I remember Barrage Road is the other side. Yeah, yep. So, gee, I bet that was a bit specky to watch. Anyway, it's not what we're here for. We're here for the cards. And what we've got is the 5 cards from this spread, this card deck. Hold it properly and I might be able to balance it better. It's the Gilded Reverie, Lenormand. Sarah Marchetti's the artist, and this is the deck that I've been using for a while. So here we are with the 5 cards. I'm going to move that over a little bit. Let's put that up there. So here we've got the 5 cards. I am repeating myself a bit, aren't I? Time is in our space. So that's the home space. Sorry, that's the home space there is time. Here we've got the labyrinth in the workspace. In the unexpected, we've got masks. So 3 cards from that expanded section of this deck. Then we've got anchor as our role, and the outcome is the birch broom and the whip. So all of the cards are always going to be good, whatever whatever way they're laid out, whatever message they're bringing us, they are all unique for what today is. So tap into what you've got around in your life situation to really connect this into what it might mean for you. So with time in the home space, it could mean that you're running out of time, but you've got all the time in the world. So tap in and really suss out what that means for you. This is a gorgeous card because it's got all the because I find time it's just a human construct. It's nothing to do with what is the natural realm of things. Time is what time is. It is measurable because we've made it that way, and it can be seen in the change of seasons and things and how our body changes. But really, it's still just what progresses is what happens in our life as that next step. It's not necessarily yeah, it's interesting. How I understand time can be a little bit different to what others do. So, but for what we're using it for in our day-to-day living and how we actually move through our day in our home space, we've all got schedules to run to and things like that. So plan out what you want to do if that's how you like to do things. If it's not something you like to do and go with the flow like I do, I've got a rough plan, but it's, especially the 8 o'clock in the morning. I love it to be here for that. And it's not that I have to set an alarm to be up for it in time and all the rest. I tend to naturally wake up around 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock, 6:30, whatever. And that's just a time. I wake up. I don't have in my head a clock that's ticking away saying, oh, I must wake up, I must wake up. Though sometimes it feels like that. What we're doing is going with the flow of what time we have in the right now and being present in each and every second, minute, hour, whatever, how you want to measure it, if you want to measure it, or just live each moment in the present through your day to day in the home. So have that awareness. As that's marching on, what we're doing in our, excuse me, and I'm just going, oh, just noticed there is a, yeah, oh, what do you call them? Troll, one of them. Good morning, Keza. I saw your comment there and thought, well, I'd say a quick good morning. And life is what happens when we're making other plans. We can plan all we like. Doesn't always mean it comes up to what we actually plan too. Um, and that's where I'm thinking with the labyrinth in our work life, because this is the work business, workspace. So we can plan and plot it out as much as we like. And like Sarah, you've just made comment as far as what happens when we're making plans. And sometimes it can come up with a dead end because it's not what we expected. We can plan all we like, and it's nice to have that general guide, but we're still going to need to take our own steps, move forward in what direction we feel is the right direction, and have those experiences. If we actually get up to that, oh, okay, it's a dead end, turn back, ask for help if we need to. It's all of that. So I think there's going to be a little bit of maze wandering today in your workspace. So be prepared to have fun with that, because I just love games. So for me, that's oh, yay. I'm really, really going to get excited about today, because it's going through different plans and plots. And I've got a lot of things on my list of things to do that I'd love to get through. Hey, look, I'm just going to take one at a time and see where it takes me. It's almost like going down those little rabbit holes sometimes when you get onto something interesting on the internet when doing research, because a lot of my work is to do with research at the moment. So there you go. And Myra, yeah, you go with the flow and live a good life. New man who's very spiritual, someone like me. Yes, cards are so right. Yes. So when we look at what the card for the mask is doing, that's in the unexpected energy. So just expect some unmasking or a need to mask up. And especially in the context of what is still happening as far as the COVID pandemic, the C-19 that we've had and all its derivatives, there is still needs to sometimes mask up, and situations where we can unmask, take it off. It's also the same in how we're revealing ourselves to those who are close to us in the home space, and bringing out ideas and unmasking something new that might be ready to be that next step in the process of something you're working on it in your workspace. Whether you've got a project, that next step, tick the checkbox. Okay, now it's time to reveal, launch, do all of that sort of thing with something that you might be creating in your workspace, whether it's physical objects or courses, or the next step of getting your marketing done, all sorts of things when it comes to business and workspaces. So that's where the mask is sitting with that. It's all those wonderful extra energies that we've got coming into our day to day, with those that are extra to our regular Lenormand card deck that is only 36 cards. It's a very simple deck of cards. And that's why with our role being the anchor, it's near the end of that sequence of what is the Lenormand deck of cards in its original listing of 36 cards. So we are actually anchoring in and ready to set some stability happening in our day-to-day. So if you're finding something that is holding your interest, anchor it in, ground in, and really work on that, lift it and move to the next step. Almost like shifting through with, walking a pathway with what you're doing in your workspace. But, it can be the home space as well. We've got, this is sort of like a diamond, so it's the V and the cross as well. So there's all sorts of things that you can interpret with that one. and you've got 14 beds today. Wow. I think that's great. It does, busyness and keeping things flowing, because that's what the next one is. Sorry, message just come in. That's what the next one is the sweeping clean and keeping the energy flowing with cracking that whip. And, it really is a cleansing feeling that things, the energy is up, because both of these need a physical someone to actually hold the whip and the broom to keep them moving and working. They are just inanimate objects until that energy is put toward using them as the tools that they are. And that's whatever tool that you're needing to use in your day to day. Bring into it the energy that you're wanting to intend as the completed project, as the completed, what do you want to have as the outcome at the end of your day? To be feeling, oh, wow, did a really good job of cleaning that space, clearing out that, and being able to rest on your pillow to say, wow, here we are. I can rest easy. I've done most of the things on my tick off list, or, things like that. So I think it's wonderful energy to have for our day today. We're at the start of a week. It is Tuesday. So we've started putting some of the process there, and now we're just shifting into keeping the motion happening, keeping that flow happening, continuing onward with whatever that pathway is in our day today. So you're playing music and going to dance a lot while you're making the beds. I can just imagine that. It just brings forward such beautiful visuals. Happiness and joy in how we move about our work. So whatever tools you are needing to use through the day, do it with joy and happiness, and almost like it is that adventure of the labyrinth of moving through and discovering new things about how you might be doing something just that little bit different today. And it really lightens the load, makes things a little easier, gives you a bit more of that vision of what's to move forward into, maybe for tomorrow, that you're planning something for tomorrow or the next day or whatever. There's that time tools that we have in the home space. We plan and do and can use that in our work as well. In fact, it's probably very beneficial to do that. So there you go. Beautiful cards again this morning. So, and thank you, Keza. You have a beautiful day too, and passing that on to everyone. It's wonderful to see that. Thank you. And they are good cards tonight, Myra. So thank you. Thank you for popping in, and you have a good sleep too. So just proof positive that we are a global world here, because you are from OS, aren't you? From my perspective, and I'm OS from your perspective. So there you go. It's wonderful to have the growing friendships that we can via these technologies that we use. So thank you, Connie, as well. Just what you needed today. Oh, have a lovely day. Thank you. Thank you. And for each and every one of you who may be going through some struggles, bring into your heart that is the assistance and help that we can ask for at any time from the spirit world, in however you understand that, from your God, from Jesus, from the angels, from Great Spirit in the wisdom of the Indians, or whatever culture that you may be from. Understand it with your own heart first in how it needs to be put into your daily life, and connect with that in whatever way you need to. And just move with that into your day. And I just love the labyrinth, because it really is that joyful game. It's not a game, it's life. We have those wonderful experiences of discoveries. I love it. I love it. So thank you. And Saria, thank you. Beautiful. It's so nice to see me back as myself. Nice that you're here for us through that COVID word. Enjoy the day with love. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, yeah, look, I won't go into it. COVID is the other word for flu. It, as far as its base root meaning in whatever language it started as, it actually means flu. It's been a horrid one. It's continuing. Take care. Look after your health. It is important, as the owl showed us this morning. But it's also having a good balance and understanding of our own bodies within that. Learn to listen to your own body and how it wants you to be helping it along towards that wellness and fullness of life. Okie dokie. Keep being the best you that you can be. And namaste till tomorrow. Bye for now.